Hi, I'm Stevie Connor from Blues and Roots Radio, and this is the Celtic Music Journal from 67 Music.
Hi everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Celtic Music Journal, the show that brings you music journals from bands and artists all over the world. In this episode we've got a great show. We have from Canada, Blues and Roots Radio. We have from Dublin, NaFina. And we also have out of Michigan, Crossbow. And from Washington State, the Gothard Sisters.
And of course we've got our own journal, which I think everybody's dying to see. So we hope you enjoy the show. Sit back and relax, and we'll see you soon.
Hi everybody, I'm Stevie Connor. I'm the CEO of Blues and Roots Radio, and I'm based right here in Port Credit, which is part of Mississauga in Ontario in Canada. I want to thank Steve and Scott from 67 Music for allowing me to put together my journal for you. And we're going to give you a week in the life, and it's all about music with us. Music of all different genres, and especially Celtic music. I'm from Scotland, as you can probably tell from my accent, but I love it here in Canada. There's lots of great mixes of Celtic folk and roots music. So we're going to show you a little bit of that, and a little bit about what we do. We're here at Streetsville with the wonderfully talented David Leis, and you're going to go on very shortly, David, playing, how long have you been, an hour?
Yeah, I think about 45 minutes, yeah. Right after the Mayor's in Mississauga.
Cool. Now you've been travelling around, towards the end of last year, you were down in the States, like you always head down to Nashville once a year. How did that go for you?
Good, yeah, it was very productive. Enjoy the inspiration of that town and the writing, and it's, you know, it's a better place to spend January for the most part than Canada. So yeah, so it was good. Yeah,
and you're back at it again for this summer. You got a lot of things.
Just mostly around Ontario, possibly going out west again in the fall. So yeah.
Cool, excellent. Well, we'll look forward to that. You've got more material. You said you've been writing.
Yeah, it's been definitely good creative year 2015 so far. So definitely got another few records in me. You know, just need to find some time and some money to record them. Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Well, we'll look forward to it. DavidLeis.com. He's the man.
Hold you when the night time falls. I wanna be the smile in the memories you recall. All my love, all my love, all my love is true, and it's all coming home.
So we're in Toronto, downtown Toronto, Roy Thompson Hall, on the patio. We've just been listening to Reback. We did some interviews with them, which will be on Blues and Roots Radio very soon. Absolutely phenomenal gig, brilliant atmosphere, and fantastic venue. We'll be bringing that to Blues and Roots Radio very soon. So we're here just outside the studio in Port Credit. We've had a really busy week this week at Blues and Roots Radio. We've interviewed 4 of Canada's top songwriters. We had Colin MacDonald, who's the chief songwriter and lead singer with the East Coast Canadian rock band The Truths. We spoke to Paul Reddick, who's a multi-award winning blues artist and singer-songwriter. We've also spoken to Andrea England, multi-award winning songwriter who's written for movies and for TV series. Liz Rodriguez, who writes for Pink, Eminem, Dr. Dre, and within the hip-hop genre. So we're going to go inside the studio and we're going to edit those interviews for airing next week. So another day in the life of Blues and Roots Radio. So right here in the office where all the scheduling gets done, we've got a few screens up. We like to monitor where our listeners are coming in from, where they're listening in from. We like to listen to the station just to make sure everything's going okay. We monitor it every day as we're working. And we've got software that we do our editing, our scheduling on, and pretty much our website and all our apps, because we've got free apps for iPhone and for Android that you can go and download wherever you are and be able to listen to us from wherever you are in the world for free. We've got 50 shows, so it can get pretty hectic. They range from blues, folk, Celtic, bluegrass, alt country, and everything in between. We've got some cracking shows in the Celtic genre. We've got Callum MacDonald, who does the Celtic set, which comes from the Isle of Lewis on the Outer Hebrides of Scotland. We've got Neil Mitchell, who's our head of operations out in Melbourne, Australia, who does a Celtic indie rock show. It's a fabulous show. We've got the head of operations in Scotland as well, Michael Williams, who does a storytelling show, and that's great. Also, we're head of operations on the northwest of Canada and the Pacific. Hamish Burgess does a fantastic Celtic show from Maui, from the Hawaiian Islands, when he's not surfing, that is. So Hamish is a well-known Celtic artist as well as being a great radio host. I've got my own show here in Canada called it's called We Dance House. I hope you can tune into that sometimes. It goes out every Sunday morning, and we've got listeners that tune in from all around the world. So that's just some of the shows and the Celtic shows that you'd be interested in. So I hope at some point you can tune in various ways. You can come through our website. We have free apps that you can come in through iTunes, iPads, or our Android. You just go into Google Play or iTunes, and you'll be able to pick up the free apps there and listen in from wherever you are in the world, whether you be in the park soaking up the sun or on a beach, you get ready to go and surf in the Hawaiian Islands. You can just tune in your iPads, put your headsets on, and you'll be able to listen to us from wherever you are in the world.
I remember when you first went on the air, Stevie, and I came and listened to your show, and I was up the first day, and I started sending out invites to all my friends. And what I liked the best about Blues and Roots Radio is you played the music I knew, but you also introduced me to a whole slew of new artists that I wasn't aware of before now, and I buy their music, and it's about everybody's got a job. That is their job, these independent artists. They're not doing it for, they're doing it because they love it. It's for the love of the music, but that's how they make their living. That's how they feed their families, and I think, it's a hard slog, and we need to support them because they are Canadian or American or Scottish or Irish, and they have something to say in their lyrics, and your show brought me a whole bunch of new artists, and I'm grateful for that, and I listen in every week so that I get a few more. My poor old bank account.
We've got a few partners as well that we work with in the UK, now in Europe, UK, and also here in Canada. We've got Fatia Magazine UK, and that is run from the south of England, and they are great supporters. They've been going for the last 20 years. We tied up what we do in broadcasting, they do in print, and I've got a fabulous magazine. Go and check that out. It's all about independent artists on all the different genres that we cover. That could be from folk to blues to roots to Celtic and everything in between. We also partnered with Australia, Festivals of Australia, who are based out in Melbourne, and they cover all the different festivals that go on out there in the independent world. So that's an exciting partnership that we got tied up with just in the last couple of months. So we're looking forward. The festival season in Australia doesn't start till around about December time because that's their summer. So we've got lots of plans, and we're looking forward to working with those guys out there and around the world. Actually, it's going to be a great partnership. We'd like to take the opportunity to say thanks to the artists, and we'd also like to take the opportunity to thank 67 Music, in particular, Scott and Steve, for allowing us to bring you this journal and giving you a week in the life of Blues and Roots Radio. bluesandrootsradio.com is where you can find us. Tune in, you'll be hooked.
everybody. How's it going?
We're Crossbow.
We are Crossbow. My name's Tyler Wiwara, and I play the banjo.
And I'm Steve Lesko, and I'm one of the fiddle players.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mark.
I'm Anna. Hi, my name is Carly Malash.
So, I guess the first question to start off with here is, what got us into Irish music?
What got us into Irish music? Well, for us at least, I was part of the original founding members. Yeah. We had a high school group that was kind of like an extracurricular thing, and it was, we played Celtic music. So 4 of us came over to Grand Valley State University here over in Allendale, Michigan, and we decided to keep playing together, and that's how we kind of started this group. We started with just 5 people, and then we decided to hold auditions and see if there's any interest in it, and that was how we found Tyler. Honestly, and what was important with him and with a lot of other people was that not only did they have to be good at what they played, their instrument, but we were looking for people that could also just have a really good personality and help us get to a certain chemistry that we were looking for.
We've become this huge family, and over the years has just grown stronger in bonds and become even better musicians and just feeding off of each other.
Yeah. So Mark is our bass player, and Anna is our mandolin player.
We had the distinct pleasure of becoming engaged.
Mark had this whole idea planned out that he would, just go up on stage in front of everybody.
During the middle of the set.
During the middle of the set and say, Anna, will you marry me?
Yeah. It was to a song that they first danced to, which was also during one of our shows. It was called Macpherson's Laments, this beautiful Scottish air. That was where they kind of really fell in love, was during that moment. So he recreated that, except this time now we had a couple thousand people in front of us. And it was one of the coolest experiences I think that we've ever been able to be a part of.
Cry very much, and I was tearing up for that quite a bit. So.
Yeah, everybody was. Not very many dry eyes.
No,
the crowd reaction was probably the best.
My gosh, that was fantastic. That was so cool.
Yeah, you look over in the wings, and all the festival people are there, and they're all smiling at you, and it's just encouraging. And it was like a wall of sound that just hit us then.
It was.
Are getting married to each other now, so I'd say this is probably the best band I could have ever joined.
3 couples that definitely come out of it, and we've all just have had the funnest experiences and the most funniest of stories to tell.
We are having the time of our lives. We are having a blast and a half. Something that's so consistent, I think, with all Celtic bands is the camaraderie that is so visible on stage. That it's not just the music that the audience is witnessing, but these awesome connections that the band members are sharing with one another. And if I've learned anything through my experience with Crossbow, that is what makes an awesome performance.
We can't wait to play again next year, and we always look forward to any musical opportunities, and this definitely was the biggest one. So thank you guys so much, and we'll hope to see you again next year.
If you want to find out more about Crossbow, we do have a Facebook page.
Might be there.
That means it should be right.
Or right there.
Oh, maybe up here.
Or you can click on Steve's face.
Or on my
right there.
face,
Or my face.
You can go to Facebook. If you search Crossbow, Google search Crossbow, you can find us through there. It's capital C and capital B, all one word. We also have a YouTube channel, Crossbow. There it is. Yeah, so we have a YouTube channel. We do have a CD, which you can find on cdbaby.com, and you search Crossbow in there as well. And if you're interested in booking us, we do have an email account. It's xbowmusic@gmail.com. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
For information on how to submit your Celtic music journal, go to 67music.net.
So James joined. What year did you join?
I joined NaFina 4 years ago, so 2011.
Yeah, shortly after was Kieran, and last year in March, me and Bowie, we joined. And the band became, as you see in front of you.
So I'm Kieran, I play guitar, and I do a bit of singing as well. And
just a little bit,
little bit of singing, and yeah, and guitar. So kind of mostly like playing rhythm and giving something solid that the guys can play into, especially live.
So my name is James, and I play the accordions in the band. I also sing, do some harmonies. That's kind of my line in the band. But as Kieran said, we all play different instruments. So as we evolve more, we'll bring some more instruments into it. But for now, it's some singing, harmonies, and the accordion.
My name is Peter, and I play percussion and sing.
That's it. No more.
Obviously, we play. Like the guys, I play other instruments as well, but for now.
My name is Hugh. Some people call me Bowie, and I play the banjo and tenor guitar and sing in the band. We started off just playing the Whiskey in the Jars, a little bit different than the norm that we play in the pubs in Temple Bar. And then it sounded cool, the small little licks that we started to do, and we grew on them. And then we started getting them playing more interesting songs and saying, you know what, we can do this a bit more and a bit better. Sorry, and we did. And then we're keep on developing our sound. It's only 10% nearly of what we're capable of, I think, you know.
We definitely write our own songs. All of us write our own songs.
We do, yeah. Bowie made it onto the album. We've got 2 songs written for it.
2 songs are Green Umbrella and The Earth Song. And yeah, they made it on. The songs suited the album at the time. And yeah, happy days are on it. Next album, we hope to have more original songs written by ourselves on it. And then eventually down the line, it'll be full original songs written by the 4 of us here.
By NaFina.
Because we know we're capable of it, and you know, we hope the fans like it as well, you know.
We actually released our first single, Turalurale, from the album on the 18th of June, and that was the first track that we completely finished. That was done for the 18th of June and released, which was a great hit. There's thousands, 30-something thousand, what is it? 35, 36,000 views on YouTube, stuff like that. And that was
when you're watching this, it'll be more.
Yeah. So that was a great success to have our first single to get so much attention, and it's kind of been a roller coaster since then. It just kind of took off. We got the album finished, and we launched the album on the 29th of July. I think we're all looking forward to Boston.
Oh, yeah.
And it's supposed to be very nice over there in the fall also. They say that.
Well, it's our first trip as as NaFina, really as a band playing over there, you know, and we're having so much support from the States. Like we went over to England and we had great support on Twitter, online from them, and it was just as good when we got there, so we're expecting the same from the US. Great support online, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, so we already know there's going to be people over there to see us, so we can't wait for that, you know, and just to play in America, it will be a dream come true, you know.
On the rocky road to Dublin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, on the hair and turn her down the rocky road, all the way to Dublin, whack for Lally-Rah. Sydney Harbour with a firm from Antrim town. We were digging up the paving stones, laying concrete piping down. Found a place up on the hill for pints where they said you'd have the crack. They were singing Tooraloora, saying we're never going back. Tooraloora Lane, I'm on my way, making New York City, San Francisco, Botany Bay. I've been praying, I've been waiting, mister, for this fateful day. Tooraloora, I'm on my way, making New York City, San Francisco, Botany Bay. I've been praying, I've been waiting, mister, for this fateful day. Tooraloora, Tooraloora.
Hello, 67 Music. Thanks for watching. We're the Gothard Sisters, and we're a Celtic trio from Seattle, Washington. We are 3 sisters, and we play music together around the country. My name is Greta, I'm the oldest. This is Willow, and she's the middleest. And this is Solana, and she's the youngest. And that's the 3 of us. We make up the group, the Gothard Sisters. Our last album that we put out was in 2013, and it was called Compass. And since it's been a few years, now it's time to record a new one.
Here we are in the studio right now. We're working on our new album.
Yes.
And we're working on mixing right now.
Did some guitar tracks to start out with, and some bass, and now Willow's mixing for the next few hours.
Lots of mixing notes. Lots of hours of mixing and listening, and we're hoping our ears last through the day.
On the new album, it's a very interesting, intriguing mixture of songs, and so we have a few Irish tunes on there, but we're noticing more of a Scottish direction for this album,
which works for us. We're fans of both.
Yes, yes. No, we try to get a lot of instrumentalists, a lot of Irish players and Scottish players try to get us to go into one camp or the other, like, is Irish music better or is Scottish music better? And they try to, like, convince us by giving us a ton of tunes. And honestly, we like both of them equally. But this album, I would say, is going in a more Scottish direction, and then it also includes some of our own original songs, lyrics, original songs, original tune sets too, because Willow writes a lot of fiddle tunes. The new album is coming out in summer 2015, and so we're very excited for that,
We're setting up for our big St. Patrick's Day show in Medford, Oregon. Come on, let's go up the stairs. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Usually what you see is a combination of original tunes and songs and traditional Irish and Scottish songs, and we like to put our own spins on ancient songs and just reinvent them, especially if they've been forgotten about. It's nice to kind of bring them out again, and when we're playing places it's really neat. Oftentimes it's the first introduction to that song that some people in our audience have had, and so that's exciting. And then also we never fail to add just a little bit of Irish dance to our shows, because that's a big part of our what we love about performance. When you come and see a live show, we want to make sure that it's an experience and that there's something at the live show that you really cannot get from YouTube or from a recording. And so we're always throwing in all these surprises and like dance numbers and audience interaction, and for us it's really about like nobody should leave without having had an experience. Thank you 67 Music for all you do for supporting Celtic music and independent Celtic artists. We would like to thank you personally. We're the Gothard Sisters and hope to see you down the road. Keep up the great work.
Ah, autumn, our favorite time of year. The leaves turning colors, a cool crispness in the air, and the seasonal beers make their appearance. And among the many varieties, one stands out for its bold taste and its tribute to the Scottish. Every fall, Portland Brewing Company has a grand celebration in honor of its seasonal release, Noble Scot Scottish Ale. And we love a celebration, not to mention we were hosts, so off to Portland Brewing we went.
Welcome everybody to the 4th annual Noble Scot Scottish Fest.
Hi girls, you getting ready for the Scottish Highland dancing?
Yes.
Yep, we've got some Scottish Highland dancing to show you. And we would like to introduce Therese Scullard from the Portland Highland Games Association. She's going to tell you a little bit about what you're going to see today.
The history of the Scottish Highland dancing is one of the oldest forms of folk dancing in Scotland. Some of the dances date back to the 11th century when clansmen performed highly athletic expressions of triumph and joy.
Chief, not sheep.
Portland Brewing has a long history with the Highland Games and the Scottish community here. I'm glad we're able to do this again today. This was going to be the first beer recipe that he was going to write for the brand. And what he wanted to do was a Scottish style ale. So he put it together, and this was the first brew that he wrote for us, the Noble Scottish style beer. It's a good malty beer with just a little bit of that cherry smoke behind it. Not a real hoppy beer, of course, because it's a Scottish style. It's definitely more the malty beer.
One of the first craft breweries, Portland Brewing, once known as McTarnahan's Brewing, has an established friendship with the local Scottish community. This event, now in its 4th year, had a great turnout where attendees enjoyed Scottish athletics, dancing, contests, kids' activities, and, of course, the bagpipes.
What they did is they took a picture of themselves in the Scottish dress and they posted it online at Portland Brewing. And so what we're doing now is we are awarding the person who was most voted on. Is that correct? Okay, the winner is Sandy O'Regan. Congratulations. We very much appreciate you participating. $100 gift card from Portland Brewing. With so much fun for the whole family, make sure to put the Noble Scottish Festival on your autumn schedule. And visit Portland Brewing anytime for good food and craft beers.
And as for us, we're on to another adventure in putting our journal together. Wish us luck!
Thanks to Blues and Roots Radio, NaFina, Crossbow, and the Gothard Sisters for submitting their journals, and of course thank you for watching.
Yeah, and don't forget to go to 67music.net anytime to watch previous episodes of the Celtic Music Journal. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and we'll see you soon. If you want to sign up for that tug of war, from what I hear, it's New Shilling versus everyone. Oh no, never. I'm sorry. That.